The day Harry proposed to me, my sister Linda burst in. "Harry, you can't marry her. She's been cheating on you." Linda then played a video of me holding hands with another guy. Harry's face turned stormy. Linda shouted triumphantly at me, "Harry, you can still back out now. She's your sister, but you're trashing her like this? You're what they call a bitch, huh?" Harry frowned, glaring at Linda, disgusted. "You're an eyesore here. Get out immediately." Linda has this habit of snatching my things, men included. She'd been trying to steal my boyfriend Harry for quite a while. Right after Harry and I started dating, Linda slyly added him on Message. Then, she began frequently posting pics of herself in yoga pants on her Message moments, visible to Harry only. Linda's a smart cookie. Those workout pics flaunted her fit schedule and her curvy body. Too bad, though, Harry totally didn't care. Linda's a real piece of work. Harry shook his head, zooming in on one of her photos. She's edited herself to look good, but the other faces are all warped. People like that make me sick. Linda got blocked by Harry on Message. But she didn't give up. Once at a family dinner, she tried to pull a stunt. "Harry, my chopsticks fell. Could you pick them up for me?" Harry remained unfazed. "You should call me brother-in-law. And why can't you pick them up yourself? Did you break your hands or feet?" Linda's face twisted with embarrassment, and she stopped flirting with Harry, until the proposal. Harry proposed in a movie theater. When the love story on screen ended, I was about to leave when he said, "Hold on." Standing up, with a mic in hand like magic, he announced to the surprised audience, "Hi everyone, I'm Harry, and I'm proposing to my girlfriend, Christina." The crowd hesitated, then erupted in cheers and applause. Then, a massive photo of me appeared on the screen, my hair in a mess, standing next to a men's restroom urinal. My eyes widened. My mouth fell open. I was beyond shocked. Harry once promised he'd give me a proposal to remember. Well, he nailed it. I was beyond mortified. Flushed, I felt the embarrassment creep in. "This is when we first met," Harry narrated. "You accidentally walked into the men's restroom. You looked so cute." Laughter echoed in the theater. What Harry said next I can't remember. I wished I could vanish into thin air. "Now, will you marry me?" By the time I snapped back, Harry was there, flowers in hand, eyes full of love. "Say yes to him." The crowd chanted in unison. Like a novel's heroine, I nodded. "Harry, you can't marry her. She's cheating on you." Discord broke out in the crowd. I turned to see Linda, feet planted on the seats, glaring at me. "Christina was with another man at a hotel while she was with you." As her words hung in the air, the huge screen flashed a video of me with another guy. I was stunned. I thought Linda had given up on Harry. I was wrong. She was determined to take him from me. This woman's trouble. Not even married yet, already two-timing. She'll for sure cheat when married. The gossiping began among those who had once wished me well. Someone even urged Harry, "Dude, don't marry her." Linda beamed with satisfaction, bursting, "Harry, regret it while you still can." Harry's face was grim, fingers clenched tight around the bouquet, nearly crushing it. I sighed, "Harry, you." Before I could finish, Harry cut me off. "Christina, I love you, will you marry me?" I was confused. Wasn't he supposed to be angry, questioning why I was holding hands with another guy? "Your silence means yes." With that, Harry knelt on one knee, put flowers in my hand, and slipped a ring on my finger. Gosh, is this guy nuts? He's probably living off her. Onlookers' jaws dropped. She's no good, why propose to her? Linda screeched at Harry, her eyes red. Bitch, shut up. Harry glared at Linda. Christina's your sister. How can you slander her like this? Linda was stupefied. She never saw the usually composed Harry lash out publicly. She couldn't handle it and, crying, insisted, I didn't slander her. Shut up and get out. Harry pointed to the door. You're an eyesore here. Leave immediately. Linda's plan had backfired. The crowd realized she was jealous and wanted my man, discussing Linda's deceitful ways. Face red with anger, Linda stormed out of the theater. After the proposal, Harry and I spent the night at a hotel. The same hotel where the video of me and another man was taken. I thought Harry would question me. But the moment we entered our room, he grabbed his phone and ordered takeout, not mentioning Linda's video stunt at all. I felt defeated. I couldn't hold back. Don't you want to know who that guy was? Why would I need to? Handing me the phone, Harry said, What do you want to eat, darling? Apparently, he didn't care about the video. I coughed, looking serious. Harry, the video Linda played is legit. I did go to a hotel with a boy. Yeah, I know. Harry grinned. How about some grilled frogs tonight? Suspicion crept in. You're not mad? Harry clasped my hand in his, gently rubbing it. My wife helped a blind kid into a hotel. Why would that upset me? My eyes widened. How do you know? You were late for our date. I worried and saw you helping out a visually impaired kid. I sighed deeply. The blind boy had asked for my help to find his guide dog and travel to the hotel. Though he seemed tall and strong, he was only 14, so I didn't think twice. Now thinking back, it was likely a trap Linda set up. She wanted pictures of me holding hands with the boy to later use against me. Linda is the ultimate manipulative girl. Thinking about it, I patted Harry on the shoulder. Lucky you found out, otherwise I wouldn't be able to explain it. Even if I didn't see it, it's fine. Harry looked at me lovingly, with a doting smile. I love you, so I believe you won't do anything to betray me. Half an hour later, the barbecue we ordered arrived. Just as I was about to eat, a message came in the family group chat on Message. It was from Linda. It's already 10 p.m, why isn't my sister home yet? Sis, you're not out there fooling around with some guy, are you? The message lingered for a minute in the group before she quickly retracted it. But she had already made her point. Dad replied, Christina, come home quickly. I sneered, Harry is my fiancé now, so it's completely legit for us to be together. Are you jealous? Then I posted a handsome photo of Harry eating barbecue. Linda didn't reply. But I wasn't going to let her off the hook. I continued, Linda, you better behave. Your brother-in-law isn't interested in you, so stop flaunting yourself all over social media. And by the way, if you try to seduce him again, I'll show Dad those shameless pics and flirty texts you sent to Harry. Linda and I share the same father but different mothers. She came into our family when she was just 8. She never directly said she wanted the dolls I liked but would stare longingly at them in front of Dad and my stepmom. Dad would ask her, do you like the doll? She'd lower her head and cautiously say, yes, but it's my sister's. I shouldn't take it. Then she'd end up getting the doll and compliments from Dad for being considerate. I was carefree and bought into Dad's idea that Linda was young and deserved more, so I didn't care much. But Linda got worse over time. When I went to college, she turned my room into her study. She had 2 rooms to herself while I was left to sleep on the couch. I was like Cinderella. Thankfully, my wealthy and handsome fiancé Harry bought me a place. Now Linda was envious again. She secretly sent photos of herself in yoga pants with captions like, Harry, I like you. I only share these with you. I used to ignore her attempts to flirt with Harry, seeing it as entertainment. But this time, I was mad. In a theater full of people, Linda accused me of two-timing. What the heck? Christina, don't slander Linda. She's being falsely accused of seducing your boyfriend. Dad immediately jumped to her defense with a long voice message. I clicked on it, and it was all insults directed at me. Linda never speaks badly of you, and yet you slander her like this. Are you jealous, Christina? Your heart is just too wicked. I was speechless. Dad, why are you so kind to your stepdaughter? Please come to your senses. I'm your real daughter. But Dad was already brainwashed, so there was no point in arguing. I decided to show my evidence in the group chat. It was a screenshot of Linda's flirty chat with Harry. Harry, why do you like my sister? She's so unrestrained. She had boyfriends in middle school and was checking into hotels with guys by high school. Harry, my sister's not good enough for you. Why not consider me? I've never had a boyfriend or even a first kiss. Soon after sending the screenshot, Linda called me. I ignored it. She then texted me, I'm warning you, delete that screenshot, or I'll report you for defamation. Defame you? That flirty chat with Harry is real. I replied with a sneer, go ahead, call the cops. Let them investigate how shameless you are. Linda was furious and sent me a voice message, Christina. I gotta tell you, I've already slept with Harry. My mind went blank. She slept with Harry? Then Linda sent me a 3-second video. In it, she wore a tiny outfit and kissed Harry on tiptoe. After sending it, she quickly deleted it. But I'd already saved it. Linda sent another voice message, sounding arrogant, see? Harry's been mine all along. Linda claimed he was hers. Harry had just finished eating oysters and heard that. As he came out from the bathroom, he reached for me, babe, this is revolting. I need a hug and some comfort. I glared at him, not responding. Christina, I've got more shocking videos. Linda's words flashed on the screen, if you tell Dad you defamed me on purpose, I'll send you all the videos. I snorted, turning my back and posted the video of her kissing in the chat. The next moment, Linda's angry voice floated over, Christina, I'm telling you, Harry's been with me all along. He only proposed to you yesterday because you're still a bit of a novelty. But once you're married, he'll be sick of seeing your old face every day and come back to me. You're crazy. I'd rather date a dog than you. Harry frowned and yelled, snatching my phone to send a voice message to Linda, if you're sick, get help. Don't drag others down. Linda quickly switched to victim mode, Harry, you never spoke to me like this before. You're disgusting. After sending the final message to Linda, Harry grabbed my hand, frantic, babe, don't listen to that lunatic. I have nothing to do with her. Before I could answer Harry, a video call came from Dad. Knowing I'd just get yelled at, I declined. But Dad wasn't stopping. He texted the group to curse me out. Christina, are you even my daughter? How can you shamelessly steal Linda's boyfriend? Why don't you just disappear? Harry and I met in college and introduced him to the family only after graduation. Yet Dad was blind enough to say I stole Linda's boyfriend? I was beyond furious. Even my typically silent stepmom chided me, Christina, what's wrong with saving Linda's videos? Do you have some internal issues? I was shaking with anger, it's your daughter who has issues. Get her treatment for stealing men. After that, I switched my phone to airplane mode, ignoring them. A moment's peace, until Harry started rambling again. Christina, you gotta believe me, there's nothing between Linda and me. I shot him a look and showed him the kissing video. What's this? Harry glanced at the screen. His expression shifted from confusion to seriousness. I clenched my fists unconsciously. If he so much as hinted at being guilty, I'd knock him out. A few seconds later, Harry looked away and pointed at the screen. That guy doesn't have my build. I've got an 8-pack, he's only got 6. Naturally, I reached out to touch Harry's abs. Whoa, it really is abs. But it's not about that now. I cough a bit, are you saying the guy in the video isn't you? Harry looks both wronged and angry, we've been together so long, and you can't tell if that's me in the video? So why didn't you explain from the start? This video is pretty well put together, quite technical. Harry smirks, later, send me the video. I'll use some tech to restore it, see which shameless person used my super handsome face for their body. Turns out it's a deep fake. Linda went to great lengths to tick me off with her Photoshop skills. I laugh hysterically. So I turned off airplane mode, and as soon as I connected to Wi-Fi, Linda's harsh message popped up. Christina, just you wait. I won't let you off easy. I blocked Linda. That night, Harry restored the video, revealing the guy Linda had accused me of kissing. He's a well-known resident DJ at our local bar. The dude's got a decent build. Too bad he's bald. And I've heard he's hit on a ton of women before. Linda sure isn't picky. I posted the restored video in our group chat and messaged Linda, sorry, my bad. Turns out it wasn't you and my brother-in-law but a famous DJ. The next second, I was kicked out of the family group chat. My dad is the admin, he's the one who booted me. Totally disappointed. The next morning, sunlight crept through my curtains, waking me. I stretched comfortably and instinctively checked my phone on message. There was a message from HR at the company. Christina, you have been terminated. Suddenly wide awake. What? I lead in performance every month, am an outstanding employee every year, and was set to be promoted to manager, now I'm fired? Honey, what's up? Harry reached over, wrapping an arm around me, his sleepy eyes half open. It's still early. Go back to sleep. Feeling incredibly annoyed, I got fired. Well, if you're fired, you're fired. I'll take care of you. Harry mumbled, my wife is the most beautiful in the world. I'll pamper you so no one can steal you away. Ignoring him, I texted HR, can you tell me why I'm being let go? No response. Frowning, I decided to head to the office for answers. Harry was woken by my rustling and pulling on clothes. He caught my hand, honey, I'm serious. You don't need to work. I'll support you. I patted his head, be good. I'll go to the office and be right back. Harry rolled out of bed quickly, wait for me. I'll drive you. Just handing back the hotel room key, ready to leave, we heard a sneer from the front desk girl, shameful. I paused, turning to look at her. What did you say? Harry reacted faster, striding over, not too happy. Who were you talking about just now? The girl, clearly new, blushed under Harry's interrogation, eventually blurted, I was talking about your girlfriend. She's shameless. She cheated. Do you know you can be sued for slandering someone? Harry glanced at her name tag, Stella, right? You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. Stella's eyes welled up with tears but she stood defiant, I'm not lying. It's your girlfriend's fault. Seeing Harry's growing anger, I quickly pulled him back, let's not bother with her. I turned to Stella, asking, we don't know each other. How can you smear me like this? Stella hesitated before saying, I saw it on TikTok. It says you're a shameless woman, spending your boyfriend's money while dating several men. My heart skipped a beat. Linda's harsh words replayed in my mind, Christina, just you wait. I won't let you off easy. I rushed to open TikTok. There in the local section was a video about me. The setting was last night's movie theater, with Linda's voice playing, Harry, you can't marry her. She's cheating on you. The scene cut to Harry with a dark expression. Linda shouted, Harry, you can still back out. The video was maliciously edited to blur Linda while my face remained clear as day on the screen. The bold red title read, Shameless Sister Seduces Linda's Boyfriend and Cheats on Him. The video blew up, with likes over 1 million. I entered the comments section to find countless strangers insulting me. How trashy is she? Hooking up with her brother-in-law and then others too. Look at her. She's not even pretty. How'd she snag her brother-in-law? Why doesn't someone like that just die? My phone screen was flooded with vile insults. My breath quickened, nearly choking. Harry quickly held me, pressing the phone screen black. This must be Linda. We won't let her get away with this. It's time to call the police. Now I understood why the company fired me. Linda tarnished my reputation, no wonder my company wouldn't keep me. Rage flared up, Linda, you've cost me my job. Don't blame me for not holding back. Harry accompanied me to file a police report. The authorities asked me to wait for updates. Then we visited a law firm. The lawyer explained that defamation via the internet, if serious, could result in up to 3 years in prison. Harry continued to comfort me, "Don't worry, love. I'll make a video to clear things up." But what's the use? People already have their minds made up about me. With fists clenched, let's go home and confront that witch. I live in a spacious flat downtown. Mom bought it years ago when she was in business. She passed away from cancer. Now it's occupied by my heartless dad, Linda, and her mom. I used to not mind. But now, everything that's mine, I'll take it back. Stepping out of the elevator, I saw my stuff piled in the hallway outside the door. The front door was ajar and inside, Linda was tossing mine and Mom's framed photos onto a heap of clothes. "What are you doing?" Harry picked up a photo, narrowing his eyes. "This is Christina's home. How dare you throw her things?" "Dad told me to." Linda didn't dare meet Harry's gaze. She glanced at me. "Why are you back?" I smiled. "Do I need a reason to return to my own home? Dad says he has no daughter like you. Stop coming back. There's no place for you here." Linda moved to shut the door. "Hold on, I've got a gift for you." Linda looked puzzled. "A gift?" I smiled as I got closer, then suddenly slapped her hard across the face. "Ah!" Linda landed on her, but after I hit her, she clutched her flushed face, screaming, "You! How dare you hit me?" "I hit you because I had to." I squatted down and slapped her twice more. The first slap was for shamelessly trying to seduce Harry. The second one was for spreading rumors about me online. And the third, well, that was just because I can't stand you. Then, I heard clapping. It was Harry. I didn't. Linda cried, tears rolling down her face. "I've never spread any rumors online. I really don't know what you're talking about." Honestly, I can't even with Linda. In front of Harry, she just won't admit the truth and tries to keep that pure image. Fine then, if she wants to pretend, I won't hold back. I raised my hand, ready to slap her again for some relief. "Stop it." Dad's shout echoed. "What are you doing? How could you hit Linda?" The slap landed, and then I stood up. She threw my stuff outside. Shouldn't I hit her? Dad hurried over to help Linda up. He glared at me. I told Linda to throw it out. "Why don't you hit me?" "I've had enough, Dad." I leaned casually against the door, half smiling. "This is my house. The two of you freeloaders can just get out." "Watch your mouth. They're my wife and daughter." Dad was furious. "You shameless thing, sneaking out with random men at night. If anyone's leaving, it's you. That's my dad for you. He'd rather have someone else's child than his own daughter." A sharp pain mixed with anger surged through me. I snapped. "This house has my name on it. Now you three pack up and leave." "You." Dad's breath became rapid. He stormed towards me, hand raised to slap. "Honey, don't get so worked up." My stepmother rushed in, patting his back. "Christina, Linda and I were wrong before. We're sorry. Can we just apologize?" "Nope." I stayed icy. "I want both of you out of my house." Linda's mom looked pained. "If we leave, what about your dad? You know he's got heart problems. You don't want him in danger, do you?" "Oh, I can't take it, I really can't." Dad dramatically collapsed onto the floor, clutching his heart and shivering. "My daughter's ungrateful. She wants me out, to starve and freeze, to be the death of me." I rolled my eyes. "You're pretty chatty for someone who's not gonna make it." "Dad, you're trying to kill me?" "I'm telling you, even if I die, I'm dying right here, and then this house where someone died wouldn't be worth much either." I've got no words. Those two freeloaders are still in my house, thanks to my dad's Oscar-worthy performance. But I got what I wanted. I slapped Linda, made it clear I'm not to be messed with. After the incident, Linda moved out of my bedroom, and I'm like a queen at home, food and clothes handed to me. Surprisingly, Linda didn't hold any grudges. Instead, she and her mom acted all friendly. But I know it's all just a front. Tricks are their thing. It's fine, I can play along. A few days in the house, and I started getting red rashes. At first, I thought it was allergies. Didn't stress about it, but Harry freaked out and insisted we see a dermatologist. They found small amounts of certain chemicals on my skin. It was paraquat related. Clenching the report, I was sure Linda was behind it. Harry was furious. "Honey, how are we handling this? What to do? Make sure Linda takes a fall." But one report isn't enough proof. While nobody was home, I set up mini cameras everywhere in the house. Sis, I was wrong before. A night later, Linda unexpectedly brought me a big basin of foot bath water. I must have lost my mind trying to steal your man. Please, forgive me. All right, I'll let you have this one. I forgive you, I played along. You're the best, Linda cozied up to me. I promise I won't try to snatch him anymore. Lounging with my feet soaking and chatting with Harry on video, I said, no promises needed. You wouldn't succeed, Harry wouldn't give you a second look. Linda's fawning smile stiffened for a moment before she regained composure. Managing it well, she got up cheerfully. Want some water, sis? Without waiting for a reply, she dashed off to the kitchen and came back with a glass. Her eyes, hiding behind colored contacts, shimmered with anticipation. It was goofy. I've been cautious. I don't eat anything she touches. But this time, I had a plan. I took the glass. Help me dump the foot bath, will you? Linda obliged. While she was gone, I poured the water she brought into her teacup. That night, I heard her cursing in the bathroom, flushing the toilet repeatedly. I slept peacefully. The next morning, Linda was nowhere to be found. I asked Dad, who was scrolling TikTok, "Where's Linda?" Dad shook his head. She was in and out of the bathroom all night, felt faint. Her mom took her to the hospital for some 4 fluids. Linda got played. After that, she dropped the fake nice act and weren't as clingy. Didn't bother me. I'd been busy with wedding photos and prepping everything for the wedding, so I wasn't home much. When all was ready and I asked Dad for my wedding money, he shrugged, saying it's gone. I was shocked. Dad's usually a miser, so how did my dowry disappear? After pushing him, he finally spilled that he invested it in a storefront. Don't worry. Dad confidently reassured, I checked it out. It's a prime spot, guaranteed to double. Something felt off to me. That area's indeed busy, but those storefronts got sold out 2 years ago. No way he got a deal. Dad, can I see the purchase papers? They're not ready yet, Dad waved me off. Huh. Those places had deeds 2 years ago. Don't worry, the contract's solid. The money's not going anywhere, Dad bragged as he went to fetch it. I snapped a picture of his contract and sent it to Harry. You're in real estate, check if my dad got a good deal. In less than 30 seconds, Harry texted me back, this contract is fake. I've bought all the shops on this street. I felt my world crumble. Dad, who told you to buy this shop? My dad, not realizing the gravity yet, scratched his head, your stepmom. I just paid today, the contract is done. I glanced around but couldn't see Linda's mom anywhere. Where are she and her son? Why aren't they here? My dad, looking puzzled, said, after we finished with the contract, your stepmom said she wanted to take Linda shopping for clothes. How could they be gone for 5 or 6 hours and still not be back? I closed my eyes, taking a few deep breaths. They took your $1 million. There's no way they're coming back. There was no doubt, my dad was conned. The $1 million my mom saved for my dowry went down the drain. That night, I dragged my dad to the police. The police took it seriously and soon found out through surveillance that Linda's mom had a distant relative pose as the shop owner to trick my dad. How could this be? There's just no way. My dad watched the footage showing the shop owner chatting and laughing with Linda's mom, looking very familiar, and he trembled with anger. I felt both amused and resigned. Linda's mom had been with my dad since Linda was 5. It took her all these years to finally scam $1 million from him. She sure was patient. After getting the money, Linda's distant relative had already fled to northern Myanmar. Even though Linda's mom was clearly involved in the scam, she wouldn't confess under police questioning. She even painted herself as a victim. She claimed, "I didn't know my relative was a fraud. He told me he owned that shop. He's just terrible." Since there were no financial transactions in Linda and her mom's bank accounts and surveillance alone wasn't enough to convict them, they were released. Back home from the police station, Linda's mom started picking fights and said to my dad, "Let's divorce. I've had enough of taking care of an old man like you." My dad clutched his chest, looking disbelieving. "We've been together for 20 years. Did you really not have any feelings for me at all? I'd rather have feelings for a dog than for you." Linda scoffed from the side, "You're so stingy. My mom's been with you for so long, and besides food and drinks, you never gave her a penny extra. It's awful. You plan to leave now that you've taken the money. Think again." I crossed my arms and chuckled coldly. "Linda, do you really think you'll get away with this?" Linda and her mom said nothing, but their eyes rolled so hard, as if to say there was nothing I could do. I stepped forward. "Linda, let me give you a little gift." Linda instinctively covered her face and backed away. "Are you going to hit me?" "Hit you? I don't want my hand to get dirty." I headed to the bedroom and called the police. Then I grabbed 2 pieces of clothing from the closet. Seeing the clothes made Linda's face turn pale as she mumbled, "How did you know?" Linda's mom didn't understand. She packed her things and said, "Quit stalling. The Civil Affairs Bureau is still open, let's hurry and get divorced." "Do you know what premeditated murder means?" I shook the clothes. "Your wonderful daughter laced my clothes with poison. I got them tested. Can you guess what they found? Paraquat." Linda's mom turned to Linda. "Did you really do that?" Linda showed no expression. Linda's mom's face turned serious, and she frantically lunged at me, grabbing the clothes and rushing to the kitchen to destroy them. "I just called the police. Better hurry if you want to burn them before they arrive." I shrugged, unfazed. After all, my closet's full of paraquat-laced clothes. Linda's mom crumbled. Linda had spread rumors and slandered me online before. That's at least a 3-year sentence. Now, add attempted murder to the list, and I'd say a decade in jail sounds about right. I shook my head at Linda with a smile. "Linda, by the time you're out of prison, you'll be a spinster. How are you going to attract other men then?" Linda bit her lip, staring at me with the most intense hatred I'd ever seen. Then she lunged at me. "You bitch, I'll fight you to the end." She didn't manage to finish the sentence before her mom yanked her back. Linda's mom slapped Linda. "Enough, stop being so stupid." Then there was a loud thud. Linda's mom knelt in front of me, knocking her head against the floor. "Christina, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Please, I beg you, spare Linda." I was unmoved. "What will it take to let her go?" Tears welled up in Linda's mom's eyes. "I'll return the $1 million. Will that do?" "No, it won't." My voice was soft, but the words were cold. "I just want you to face justice. Though, if you confess to the police and admit you helped scam my dad, maybe I'll consider a lighter sentence for Linda." Right then, the sound of police sirens filled the street. In the end, Linda's mom got 3 years in prison. Linda faced multiple charges and was sentenced to 11 years. As for the $1 million dowry, only half was recovered. The rest, Linda's distant relative had squandered away. My frugal dad never got over it. Harry comforted him. "Dad, what's $1 million? Marry your daughter to me, and I'll give you 10, even 100 shops. My dad couldn't stop grinning. 3 months later. At the beach wedding ceremony. The officiant asked Harry, "Do you take Christina to be your wife?" Harry didn't hesitate, "I do." The officiant turned to me, "Do you take Harry to be your husband?" I nodded, "I do."